Let me paint the picture for you. Today in Salt Lake City, Utah, we're diving into some pretty impactful events, starting with a crucial angle on mental health support for our local farmers. Hello everyone, Garrett here, keeping it curious and laid back as always.
And I'm Leah, ready to dig deep into today's news with you. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, right here from Salt Lake City. All right, here's where we begin. Let's open the book on a significant issue for today's first topic. Utah farmers are losing vital federal mental health funding, and it's not looking great.
Yeah, that's a tough one. So, initially, Utah had up to $500,000 through a federal program designed for farmer mental health support. But those funds didn't last too long, only about 4 months. Demand was high because farming's a pretty stressful gig, right?
Exactly. Mental health is a big issue, especially with erratic weather and unpredictable market prices adding pressure. With the exhaustion of federal funds and no state-level intervention, the support these farmers need just vanished. It's alarming.
And honestly, it's shocking that there's no move on Utah's part to fill this gap, given the serious stigma and substantial need. It's like, why wouldn't they step in?
Right? Let's not let this one slide by. Moving right along, what's next on our list, Garrett?
Okay, let's set the scene for this next story. The state's awarded a new $9.7 million voucher program contract to a company named Odyssey, despite its problematic past.
You're talking about Odyssey, right? They've been in hot water before in Idaho. Improper reimbursements, I believe.
Yeah, nailed it. Odyssey faced some serious audit issues there. Despite this, they're now set to manage the Utah Fits All Scholarship, which funds diverse educational expenses. Legal challenges are on the horizon, though, due to constitutional concerns.
Honestly, I'm baffled that they'd put a company with such a track record in charge. There's already so much complexity with a high number of homeschooling families involved. What a twist, right?
Yeah, this one's got legs, don't you think? All right, on to the next. Leah, what do we have?
Here we go. Next one. The reinstatement of student loan repayments by the Trump administration is impacting over 320,000 Utahns. Tough times are ahead.
Absolutely, and it's pretty wild. They're seizing funds from tax refunds and Social Security, hitting many who've already been struggling. And, stagnant wages aren't helping the situation.
Totally. Student debt's a nationwide issue. We're talking billions in student loans and an ever-growing number of defaults. It's really unsettling.
And, who's really benefiting here? It seems like it's just further burdening those who are still getting on their feet.
I couldn't agree more. Time to move forward. What's next?
Let's dig into this. Utah State's ex-president Cantwell is under scrutiny for some pretty lavish spending.
You mean Elizabeth Cantwell, right? She spent over $660,000 of university funds, just on big-ticket items like cars, apartments, and an office makeover.
Yeah, and this was all during a time when the university faced serious budget cuts. Her spending's like 10% of what they needed to save. It's such a head-scratcher.
Totally get where you're coming from. This oversight problem really highlights a need for better fiscal management. How did no one step in earlier?
Yeah, real talk. All right, let's roll on to the last topic.
All right, here's where we end on a high note. Let's get to the heart of it. Tracy Yellowman? Sainito just made history as the first Native American student to speak at a University of Utah graduation.
That's something to chew on, huh? Her story's amazing. From pipe welding to motherhood, and now she's serving her community in public health. It really resonates.
And it's great to highlight voices that celebrate cultural heritage and perseverance. Let's not let this one slide by without recognizing the importance of her message.
Tracy's journey? Love a good rabbit hole. So inspiring.
And that's where we'll leave it for now. Thanks for joining us today on Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett from Salt Lake City.
Yeah, stay curious, folks. We'll catch you tomorrow for more local stories. See you then.